King David's story reminds us that even those closest to God can stumble and fall. After he was tempted by the devil, David committed adultery and murder. Psalm 4 rises from the ashes of David's failure, encouraging every believer not to be disheartened by their mistakes, but instead to lift their heads and rely on the Lord. The devil tempts us before we fall and then accuses us after. But God's ultimate purpose is the church, the bride of Christ. God is preparing his people for Jesus' return. We are not called to be lukewarm. We are invited to become intimate friends of the Lord. Answer me when I call, O God of my righteousness. You have given me relief when I was in distress. Be gracious to me and hear my prayer. O sons of men, how long will my honor become a reproach? How long will you love what is worthless and pursue a lie? Selah, Psalm 4, 1-2. The sons of men were the officials who supported Absalom. They conspired to overthrow David. David was in deep trouble, but God provided him with relief. We all pass through valleys where the enemy tries to oppress us through accusation or by making us feel distant from God. The key is to lift our heads above these spiritual enemies, letting Christ reign in our lives. David was accused, yet he responded with praise. His confidence in God led to his restoration. Lies are temporary, but God stands with us eternally. But know that the Lord has set apart the godly for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. Tremble and do not sin. Meditate in your heart upon your bed and be still, Selah. Psalm 4, 3-4. David's faith empowered him to encourage others. He could declare himself a godly man. We too can have this unashamed confidence. David knew with certainty that God heard his prayers and would deal with his enemies. Offer righteous sacrifices and trust in the Lord. Psalm 4:5. David urged the people to repent and stop chasing after empty things. The world constantly pursues pleasure, food, drink, fame, and status, believing these will satisfy, but they are ultimately unfulfilling. Only the Lord can truly be our source of joy. Many are saying, "Who will show us any good?" Lift up the light of your countenance upon us, O Lord. You have put gladness in my heart, more than when their grain and new wine abound. In peace I will both lie down and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Psalm 4, 6-8. David describes a life without hope, but the true good is God himself, his closeness, and the joy of his presence. This joy surpasses all material wealth, offering a happiness that riches cannot provide. This relationship with God brings restful sleep even in the midst of danger. Psalm 4 is an evening prayer.